Cowan. This is okay. You got 5 minutes and we'll go after this. Stoney Ridge Estate Winery presents another extraordinary wine in conjunction with the tragically hip. Flamenco, a luxurious rosé. Perfect for summertime, perfect anytime. Flamenco, available now at the LCBO. Well, Nathaniel is with us, and he's from a place called Massey, which is hard by Espanola, Ontario, which is not all that far from Sudbury, Ontario, which basically means, well, he's up north somewhere. Hello, Nathaniel. What do you got for us?
First of all, I just want to say, huge fan. Used to listen to you when I was a kid with my dad on the scratchy AM radio. Some of my most treasured moments, really, with my dad, just driving in the car, listening to Bob. So it's kind of cool to be talking to you. The Hockey Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
I see Kevin Lowe has got in recently, just the last couple of days. I'm an Oilers fan. And my dad was a diehard Leafs fan, so I'm not a big fan of the Senators. But I think Alfredsson should have got in before a guy like Kevin Lowe. Is this a boys' club thing, or am I missing something? I admit I didn't.
Yeah, I don't think you're missing anything. I wish I could explain it to you, but they won't talk. They won't explain their decisions. And look, you put a group of people into a room, and they're entitled to vote however they want. And you and I are entitled to disagree. And I'm 100% with you. With no disrespect to Lowe, Alfie was a more dynamic, more impactful player. The point of difference that can be argued for Kevin Lowe is how many rings has he got? How many cups did he win? Alfie doesn't have any, to the best of my knowledge. And is that, or should that be, a factor in the Hall of Fame? To me, no. It's a game with 20-odd guys. One player, however good he is, cannot control the destiny of the other 19 or 20 or 21 on the team. And so it can only be a significant contributing factor. And so I think you have to look at it as an individual award and not a team award. I was going to say more than a team award, but that's too obvious. It's not a team award in any way, shape, or form. Ernie Banks, to the best of my knowledge, never won anything and is an absolute dead to rights Hall of Famer in baseball. And it's just one that comes off the top of my head. There's all kinds of these guys. The team championship shouldn't matter, but I can't help but believe, I don't know about you, but I can't help but believe that that's why Kevin Lowe got in and Alfie didn't. You agree or disagree?
I think that's the only thing. As long as you're not going with the boys' club answer, I think that's the only argument you have is the rings.
Yeah, and I mean, is there any kind of prejudice involved here? I mean, one is a good old Canadian boy, and the other one's a Swede, and that you're referring to the boys' club. Is that part of it? Are the guys that are in that room making these decisions? Most of them have had careers and long-time relationships with most, if not all, of these people. And, personal relationships, we would like to think they shouldn't matter in a case like this, but honestly, they do. Yeah. Anyway, something else perhaps before we go?
It'd be interesting actually to see, I think Burke's part of that committee. It'd be interesting to see if he voted for Kevin Lowe.
I see Berkey on a semi-regular basis. Tell you what I'll do. I'll ask him the next time I talk to him, and I'll pass it along here on the show. All right?
Switching basketball quickly, one of the things I missed while you were gone was just hearing you kind of talk through things. And with the passing of Kobe not that long ago, I wondered if you just talked to what maybe his legacy might be, what he's meant to the game, something like that.
Well, I would never – there's two factors here. You'd be an idiot to diss Kobe Bryant. His career was extraordinary. That he did it all with one team is extremely unusual, as we all know now. And it's part of the heritage that I had when I got into this business. So I love a guy who plays his entire career in one place. What I will say, and I hope people don't dramatically disagree with me is that Kobe Bryant was a great player, but not one of the greatest players. And I don't have the time really to get into all the specifics of why I feel that way. But if you're going to start at the top with Michael Jordan, and then you're going to go to, well, whoever's next on your list, whether it's LeBron or Shaq or Kareem or Magic or Bird, or you want to go all the way back to Oscar Robertson. I mean, where do you want to stop? And I'm missing a whole bunch here. Kobe deserves to be mentioned in the same breath as many of those guys. But I'm not putting him at the top of that list. I don't think he wouldn't rank for me any higher than the third best Laker of all time. Because in my mind, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Earvin Magic Johnson would be 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And Kobe would be 3 probably. Although, if you want to go back, I mean, remember, Wilt Chamberlain was a Laker too. You know, we can sit here and argue this all day long, and it's one of the great topics of sports radio, because you may have a completely different opinion than I, and you know what? At the end of the day, neither one of us is right, and neither one of us is wrong. Yeah. It's a matter of opinion. Yeah. And Kobe, rest in peace. It was a tragedy beyond belief, and he deserved all of the attention after his passing that he received. I do not begrudge him that in any way, shape, or form, and I'm certainly not trying to disrespect him by not putting him in, at the top of the pantheon of the great players.
Yeah.
I got to go. Time is our enemy. Lovely to see you. Thanks a lot.
Today's the day. You can call me names, point fingers, tell me exactly what an a-hole I actually am.
Hey, McCowan here. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can watch previous episodes of Okay, You Got 5 Minutes.